I'm a little sad. I don't got no funny antics, no funny games to be playing right now. It's a rough time right now for anyone watching watching fights. It's rough to anyone who's a Poetan fan. It's rough to anyone just a fan of like seeing greatness. Fuck, that one was hot. Ow. All right, fucking enough of that. Get through these depressing episodes by just talking about the fights, talking about what we liked, talking about what we didn't like, seeing where these decisions ended up paying off, seeing where they didn't, and let's just talk about it. We got to discuss Alex Pereira at the end of this. Let's get our work done and get to him. The first fight was Jordan Santos versus Ozzy Diaz. Impressive. This was actually a really, really good fight. It was an amazing battle between two warriors right there. Great stand-up fucking fights. Great heart. Both of them really stayed in the fight, even though they both looked like they were going to knock each other out any second of that entire exchange. Cool to see the Jordan Santos. Cool to see Ozzy Diaz just giving it their all. But mostly impressive, honestly, Ozzy Diaz. Ozzy Diaz just looked really like game. He looked fucking like a baller. He looked tough. I like it. I liked what I saw. The right call for the decision for him to win that. Fantastic. Nothing much to say. Ozzy Diaz just come back with more. I don't know if that performance is going to be able to stand up with some of the higher up guys, but I mean, it was a nice performance regardless. It was entertaining. It was a fun fight. Really cool to see that. Next, we had Marion Santos versus Francis Marshall. And what a robbery. What a robbery. I picked Santos to have won that fight in my predictions video, but my God, was I upset to see him actually win the fight that way. A complete robbery for Francis Marshall. Francis Marshall had a lot of domination throughout all 3 rounds, and I forget if it was really 1-1 going into the third, but regardless, at the end of that, everyone had a concise feeling that Francis Marshall did absolutely everything to win that fight. What a fuck robbery. Both of their stock kind of went up. Well, sadly, yeah, both of their stock did go up because Mario Santos got a win. He continued his record. So he's got that, encouragement to just keep moving upwards and onwards. Francis Marshall got a little bit fucked there. I think he still has a lot of stock because of what he did and that everyone can recognize what a robbery that was, but tough. Sucks to see that he has a 3 now next to his loss. That's lame. That's fucked. You're fucking with the guy's whole career by giving him a shitty ass decision like that. Go fuck yourself. That's so stupid. That I don't even, fuck that. Fuck you for that. Fuck them for that. Fuck these goddamn judges. Fuck you, Saul D'Amato. Fuck you. Honestly, just in general, fuck you, Saul D'Amato. We'll talk about that later. Alex Morono versus Carlos Leal. If you had any other thought of Carlos Leal not winning that fight, it would be kind of surprising. It went exactly the way I kind of thought it would. I kind of was expecting more of a decision on this fight just because Morono seems really tough to put away. And bro, actually, we're talking about this. I have a lot of respect for what Carlos Leal did. Obviously, he showed how fucking dope he is, but I knew that going into this, and he just had to show everyone else that. What I was extremely impressed by in that fight was Alex Morono's ability to not go down. Motherfucker does not want to go down. He will rather die than fucking quitting out of that fight. And you gotta respect that fucking badassness. You gotta fucking respect the heart that takes, respect the balls that it takes to just keep getting your fucking ass whooped like that. He was losing the fight. If that went any further, he was just going to keep on losing and losing and losing and get his ass whooped and whooped and whooped. They should have ended it like a couple seconds earlier than they did, but you got to give him a chance. He obviously wanted to stay in the fight. You can't rob him of a chance to really have a comeback, but there was no comeback. Very good from Carlos Leal. He's going to be moving upwards. He's going to have one more unranked fight, most likely, and then get a shot at the ranked positions, because that is not a guy you keep on the outskirts for very long, especially at his age, where he's at in his career. You got to get him moving throughout the division, and you got to fix what happened with his robbery last fight. Great for Carlos Leal. Keep it moving, keep it onwards, keep it upwards, Bruno Ferreira versus Arman Petrosyan. Pretty good. I liked what I was seeing. It was pretty cool. But I got to say, Arman Petrosyan kind of acting a little dirty on this fight. He was kind of a little bit, kicks to the balls. He called some shots that weren't real. Toes in the cage, I think I remember. Just a bunch of weird nonsense. He tried to he grabbed the cage when Bruno was trying to pull him back and get him in that guillotine and the rear naked choke. Damn, he kind of lost a lot of stock in my support. He lost a lot of my support for him because of that kind of performance. If he just kept fighting and he lost, the way he was going to lose anyways, that would have been one thing, but he kind of did a lot of dirty moves in order to fucking lose still. Great on Bruno Ferreira. He's going to get a ranked position soon. That's a guy that he deserves getting ranked in the middleweight division. Give him someone like in the bottom 15. I'm not even going to go through names right now today other than the main fights. Great performance. I really like what I'm seeing. Bruno Ferreira is a problem. He has a lot of things to work out. He needs to get a bit more momentum when he starts and not get so knocked out. He had a lot of moments where I got really worried for him, especially in the earlier parts of the first round. If he, works out a bit more of a stand-up game, I think he's going to just be nothing but a problem for everyone. He's strong, short, stocky, built, fucking good jiu-jitsu, good grappling, good submissions. So good luck to whoever's going to face him next. Because, whoever faces him next is going to be a dog in that fight. So, yeah. Great to see Bruno Ferreira. Joshua motherfucking Van, bro. Joshua motherfucking Van, bro. Man, Ray Tsuruya really put on a fair fight. He tried, but everything that he tried, it ain't do shit on Joshua Van, dude. Even though he had him for one moment there where he did a really good takedown and he had him in a really interesting submission attempt. A real position. I don't even say he had a submission attempt, but he had him in a tight spot. And Joshua Van, man, has that stand-up. He has that fucking, I'm done wrestling. I'm going to get up now. You're not going to take me down. Get off of me. Get the fuck off of me. We're going to fight right now. We're going to stand up and swing. And he fucking brought that to him. He brought that to fucking Ray. Bro, Joshua Van just keeps rising and rising and rising and rising the fucking stock that I got for him. That was fucking awesome. I fucking love that fucking fight. Great fight for the both of them. This was a tough fight. This was going to be a tough fight. But he really outclassed him everywhere. I think that he should be in the top 15 right now. And if he's not, the fucking disrespect to him for that is ridiculous. I don't know what they're doing, putting Kaya Sakura above him when Joshua Van has so many wins in his division already, with his loss being to Charles Johnson, who is a dog. Get out of here. What are you doing with these rankings right now? I better see some good change for Joshua Van in the rankings soon. He's too much of an impressive figure. He's too much of a rising star. He's too much of a good name in this fucking sport. He has a lot of potential. Treat him like such. Give him the right fights moving forward. Give him fights that are good stand-ups right now. Another one that's a good grappling match. And I think he's just going to keep on doing good performances like this. He's young, he's fresh, and he's dangerous. He has power in his hands. He's fucking a killer, dude. And, bro, let's see more Joshua Van as soon as we can, bro. I'm so happy that I've already seen him as frequently as I have, because it shows he wants to be active and just wants to fight. Let's fucking get him more. Let's get him a lot more fights. And let's put him against someone in the 15 or top 10. And he deserves it. Give him the shot. Give him maybe Charles Johnson, because he just lost and you can do a rematch between those guys. I think it's a little early for that, and Joshua Van might lose that one. I would have to go against Joshua in that one. But against the guy that Johnson fought, the fucking Tamirov, yeah. Maybe if he fought Tamirov, that'd be kind of nice. So, just options. I'm not going to throw out names again, but Joshua Van, get him someone in the 15s, top 10s. King Green versus Mauricio Ruffy. Brutal. I really sat there and I had no reaction to that knockout, because it was like, of course, bro, of course that's going to happen. You have that set up for that to happen. It was not a surprise. It was not, it kind of sucks for me. Honestly, for me, impressive, awesome, beautiful fucking strike. One of a work of art, but it's against Bobby Green, who you kind of expected this to happen. So I don't really think this does a whole bunch for Ruffy, other than like maybe putting him on the map for some people. But if you didn't know about Ruffy before and you don't know him like after that, I don't know, like, does it do anything major for him other than give him a 15 ranking? Not much to me, not really much. But regardless of that being said, amazing, still amazing, awesome, badass. He really controlled that entire time. He controlled him from the beginning to the end, which was a very short amount of time. And it was a fantastic call-out. It's exactly who I think he should call out. Beneil Dariush is a perfect matchup for him right now. Beneil Dariush is going to have a hard fight against that motherfucker, and he is not going to have a good time. Ruffy is up and coming. He's dangerous. He's too talented. He's too skilled. He's too well-rounded, and he has too much momentum. Good luck to anyone. He really is on the track to probably be shooting for the title shot by the middle of next year, maybe, if he gets another fight by the end of this year. Two more fights will get him that title shot. It's crazy. I know that it seems kind of fast, but things move fast. And with a guy like this, you got to get him moving. Amazing. Fantastic, Ruffy. Let's go, Luffy. I want to see more of Luffy, so let's keep going with that shit. Fuck yeah, dude. I like that shit. That was cool. Amanda Lemos versus Lucindo. I think it was the way it was. Honestly, it's just that an older vet versus a younger up-and-comer. A little bit of a tough decision there. You could have gone a little bit in some ways there, but I think it was pretty clear Lemos just had control, good defense. Nothing really was able to get started for Lucindo, and anything she tried, she got reversed. So nothing much to say here. Just Lemos did fantastic. She got to wait to see what she's going to do next, depending on whatever movement's happening in the top 5 of her division. So Let's see what happens. Very cool. Very nice. Not much to say on that one, other than it was entertaining and I liked it. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Ignacio Bahamondes versus Jalen Turner, bro. Who could have fucking guessed this was a submission? Who could have guessed that? I had no fucking thought about that happening at all. I absolutely thought at all times striking, knockout, TKO. Not at all submission. Crazy, but impressive. Yeah, that makes Ignacio even more dangerous in my eyes. That makes him a much better contender than a lot of other of his peers around him, because not only is he fast, dangerous, and deadly on the feet, as soon as he needs to switch it up, he will take him down. Even if I don't remember if it was an accident or a purpose takedown, but take him down, put him in a tough position, choke their motherfucking ass out, make him tap out. Bro, dangerous. Dangerous. To do that to Jalen Turner in the first round, bro, fucking nice. Really nice. Way more impressive than Renato's win against Jalen Turner. And it sucks for Jalen Turner. I don't really think he should retire, but I just think this makes Ignacio just look fantastic. You know, it doesn't make Jalen Turner look bad. It just makes Ignacio look amazing. So I'm happy to see Ignacio keep going up. I think he should fight some guy like Renato. I think that'd be actually a good matchup. Renato's really too high up in the rankings for that. So maybe the loser of Chandler versus Pimblett, loser of whoever Renato fights next. There's Fiziev you can fight. There's a lot of options for Ignacio. So, you know, too many options. Who knows what they're going to pick, but Ignacio is going to be moving upwards and onwards. Again, I don't think Jalen Turner should retire. Take some more training. It was a rough spot. You got caught. You got put in a rough position. But that's not the end of the world and the end of your career, bro. Fuck, man. You know, fucking take this loss, keep moving upwards, onwards. You know, fucking take a break again. Take a couple months off. Come back a little soon. Really, if you come back soon, I think you'd have a really good shot against whoever you're up against. So, sad. I really hope he doesn't retire. Here's hoping to him, man. Justin Gaethje versus Fiziev. Bro, Fiziev looks scary, man. Fiziev looked scary that first round, man. Like, Fiziev was on his ass. Bro was taking a shit on Justin Gaethje's head. That was despicable. Despicable. You know? It really got me freaked out for Justin Gaethje that entire first round. I was panicked. I was sweating bullets. I really thought that was going to be it. I thought he was going to get killed right then and there. But then Justin Gaethje does what Justin Gaethje always does. He comes back harder and better. Pause. But Justin Gaethje really showed he's still a dog. It sucks. This performance really doesn't, to me, scream title shot. It screams fight Arman Tsarukyan. You got to fight Arman Tsarukyan. You got to fight maybe Charles. And then if you beat one of those top contenders, you're in line for the title shot. Absolutely. For sure, it's only a step away. And he has to fight the top contenders in order to do that. So he's only going to be able to fight the guys above him. Let's see if he can do it. Justin Gaethje fights the same way he's been fighting. So I don't think he's going to be enough to beat a guy like Islam, Arman, or Charles. Good luck to him. I hope he's able to improve and continue rising. And this performance was just good. It was cool. It was a Justin Gaethje performance. But, like, is a Justin Gaethje performance enough to become a champion? History tells us not, man. It sucks. It sucks to say that. And it sucks that I feel this way after he won, you know? Like, I'll say this for the other fight, too, for the main card fight, for the main fight. But it's cool to see the wins. It's cool to see what happened. It's cool to see the way this is playing out. But it's not in a way that's exciting right now. I don't think his win over Fiziev was all that impressive or exciting. It's a great win. He had a great moment. And don't get me wrong, the fight was cool. The fight was dope. Definitely fight of the night and shit. You know, don't get me wrong about that. I love Justin Gaethje's fights. But if we're doing it in the context of trying to get a championship going, I don't think it's enough, sadly. Happy to see Justin Gaethje in the winning column. Sad to see Fiziev really get fucked up that second and third round. But, I mean, Fiziev, I hope he does something well. I hope he gets another opponent. I hope they hook him up with a really good opponent that he has a good chance against. This was too much. Again, way too much to be coming back after such a long break with no camp, going 3 rounds against Justin Gaethje of all people. This was doomed to happen like that. Doomed. So, pretty cool. Let's fucking talk about it, man. Let's fucking get this conversation on about it. Alex Pereira lost to Magomed Ankalaev. Yay. In all seriousness, I'm not very upset. You know, I love fighting, man. I love just whoever. I love to see who wins. I love to see the changing of the guards. Not even the most impressive thing here. I'm not upset that Alex lost. I'm not. Oh, I am. I'm upset that Alex lost. I'm upset at the way he lost, and I'm upset at the way Magomed won. It wasn't extremely. It was pretty heavy in his favor, I think, for the grappling exchanges, but it's like Mario Batista, Jose Aldo situation. It's tough to say, but he does win the fight because of the pressure against the cage. But it doesn't look that way a lot of the time, you know? It doesn't look like it's such a dominant performance that you are now the champion. Congratulations. You put on a performance that really took out Alex Pereira. You fucking killed him. He didn't do that. He didn't really do that. It's like, I would have preferred to have seen him really dominate. I would have preferred to have seen him have a lot of strong strikes, a lot stronger moments of takedowns or something. But he didn't have that against Alex Pereira. Pereira's takedown defense was fantastic. It was really exemplary. Tough to call. I had Alex when I watched it 1, 3, and 5. I think when I watch it again, I'm gonna have probably Magomed 2, 3, 4. But bro, that close, it maybe should have gone to a draw. I can understand that Magomed won that fight. That one scorecard was ridiculous, and of course, it was Saul D'Amato. You fucking imbecile. You fucking. Yeah, it is what it is. The changing of the guard happens. You know, at least it was to a number 1 contender. It was Magomed and Ankalaev. If anyone's gonna fucking beat Pereira, it's the number 1 striker in the entire division. Fair enough, right? And Magomed really had good moments on the feet. He had Alex taking the back foot the entire fight for the most part, even though Alex was answering and really moving off to the side. He switched it up. He got some striking going off every now and then. He made sure to not give Alex Pereira the space to engage Magomed, which is smart. You have to put Alex on the back foot and press him back against the cage, put him in his uncomfortable position. He played it really smart. But that doesn't mean he played it to an exciting way that us as fans are going to be in his corner and shit or whatever. But a win is a win. I think that's the best way to describe this fight. A win is a win, right? A win is a win. You need to beat Alex Pereira. You do what you got to do to get that win. And he did what he needed to do to get the win. All respect to Ankalaev. All respect to his game. All respect to his game plan that he followed through. Sucks to see Alex Pereira lose. And it sucks to, man, that Ankalaev was just talking so much trash and man, I'll tire shop shit. That hurts me, man. I don't like seeing that. That really makes me upset. That's what makes me the most upset is that Ankalaev talks all this trash, all this really bitchy nonsense, and then he does win. Man, that's so disappointing. Man, fuck that shit, man. But where did they go from here? Magomed, he's going to have to fight whoever's coming up. So Magomed's in a position that it doesn't matter who is going to fight. He's going to fight whoever the UFC tells him to fight. And I think the UFC is going to tell him to fight Yuri. Yuri has an amazing opportunity here to get his belt back. If anyone's going to beat Magomed and Ankalaev, Yuri's a fantastic contender to do something like that. It's going to be a tough fight for Magomed, but it's going to be a tough fight for Yuri as well. I don't think Yuri is going to be able to find too much success in a basic striking fest against Magomed, but he doesn't fight in a basic striking kind of way. He always is unorthodox. He's always changing levels. He's always giving really weird feints and counters. He's always switching it up on motherfuckers and really making them look confused. So I think a fight like that against Ankalaev is going to be great for Yuri. I'm not going to talk about it now. We have to see that happen. But I do think you can just skip the Alex Pereira fight because they already fought twice. And if they fight again, Alex is going to knock out Yuri again, sadly. I say sadly. I just love both, and I love Yuri. I love Alex still, but I mean, you got to root for Yuri, man. You got to root for Yuri at all times almost, right? You got to root for Yuri because Yuri's that guy. So I really think you skip the Alex fight. You could do a third one. I don't really care to see that. I think it's much more impressive if we just give Yuri another title shot. Give him the title shot. Let him have it. And he honestly has a great chance to take it. Fantastic shot. For Alex Pereira, he should probably fight. He could fight Rakic because, I mean, that's a new contender. But he should fight, if we're just going based on the light heavyweight rankings, I think the winner of Khalil Roundtree versus Jamal Hill gave whoever wins that a rematch. It's going to be a fantastic fight that's going to sell so much. It's a competitive fight. I think Jamal Hill, which I think he will, if he wins that Khalil Roundtree fight, I think Jamal Hill is going to come at Alex with a better game plan, much smarter. I still think Alex wins that fight, but it's going to be a much more impressive Jamal Hill. We'll see. I hope, I think. Honestly, still, though, Alex, I think, should just move up to heavyweight. We've been waiting. We've been wanting. And this is a good opportunity to just say, fuck it, whatever. I've done my shit in that division. I could get a rematch against Magomed. Whatever. Let me just go shoot for the heavyweight title now. Just start that journey. Because that'd be the best way to just kind of skip over his loss and just keep going into the win column. He's going to do amazing against heavyweights. He's going to fucking fuck shit up there. Go up to heavyweight. I think this takes away John Jones versus Aspinall. I think this completely takes away that opportunity for a while. Not completely and forever, But Alex, with his frequency of fights, he has the option to get another fight really soon against a heavyweight and win that fight, win 2 more maybe, fight for that belt. Maybe not even 2 more, maybe just 1 fight in the heavyweight, then he gets a title shot. But you need 1 in the heavyweight, then you get a title shot, and that Jones fight's still on the table. That is completely on the table still. I don't see why it wouldn't be. That's all I got to say. My neck is hurting, so I can barely even move like left like that. So it is what it is. I'm tired. I'm sad. This is a terrible day for the MMA community, but it's not the worst because honestly, if you just love fighting, this is still interesting, exciting. It's moving the dial. So yeah, whatever, right? Fuck it. Yay, Big Ank. Yay, Big Ank. Yeah. Oh well. Everyone have a good day. Oh my god, my neck hurts so much. Everyone have a good day. Chama. 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 Chama.